Welcome to Toastmasters. My name is Luke Hillis. I am the acting sergeant of arms, and I'd like to turn over our meeting to our president, Louis Denbow.
Thank you, Mr. Sergeant at Arms. And welcome, 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 everyone, to our weekly Golden Speakers Toastmasters meeting. We meet every Tuesday at 7:45 here at the Club Room of Hy-Vee, right near aisle 13, the ice cream aisle. I know everyone's not jumping for ice cream on this cold night. Great to see so many new faces here as guests for the first time. Let me start by reading our mission statement. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn fosters self-confidence and personal growth. Now, got cell phone? Everyone, please turn your cell phones off and put them away out of respect for the people who will be speaking tonight. It's very disconcerting when people are looking at their cell phone while trying to speak, so please put them in your pocket and take them out at the end of the night. I'd like to give our guests an opportunity, very briefly, 1 or 2 sentences to say your name and why you're here. We'll start at this side of the room.
Hello everyone, my name is Hemi and I'm just here because Traeger invited me.
Yeah. Welcome.
My name is Trey Good, and this is my first time being here. I'm hearing Sam always telling me about it, so I figured it was time to come.
Thank you.
Hey, Trey. Good.
Hello, my name is Happy. Samantha also suggested that you have Toastmasters. So I'm here to learn more about speaking, public speaking and speaking for more authentic skills.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you. Nelson, do you remember now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, my name is Wahid. I just wanted to learn new things, so I came here.
No. Yeah, that's great, dude. My name is James Sundaran, and I've been in Fairfield for 3.5 years, and I've heard about Toastmasters for a while. I thought I would check it out. I'm a pianist and an artist, so anything I guess boosting confidence and expression and all that is good. So it's good to be here.
Great. You came to the right place. Yes, on this side of the room. Gentlemen, want to say your name and why you came?
My name is Manis. This is my second time in a few weeks, just before I joined. So still getting a feel for everything.
Great. Welcome.
My name is Nashon, and I came with James Smith for class last year, and I told myself I would come back, and I never did.
Well, yes, you did. You're right here now. Thank you for coming back. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, it's fantastic to have you all here. Really, really. Okay, so now, without further ado, I'd like to turn the meeting over to tonight's Toastmaster, Annette Estes.
Welcome. Yes, it's so nice to have a full house. Monty, where are you? There you are. I love our theme tonight. How many of you watched the Academy Awards? One person. What's wrong with you? You're an artist and you didn't watch the Oscars. My goodness. Okay. Well, gee, maybe you could tell me. What happened is Neil Patrick Harris, who is an awesome entertainer, was the hosting for the first time, and he had this box up there with clear glass, and it was locked, and he made a big deal of it, saying, "These are my Oscar predictions, and they're going to stay in here until the end of the show." And at the end of the show, took it out. He was a secret agent man, came out and unlocked it. And he took it out and he unfolded this. It looked like an envelope the Oscar goes to. And he unfolded it. And he started reading things that happened during the show. For example, Best Actress winner said it's time for equality for salary for women. And it went on and on like that. This guy said, go call your parents. I wonder how he did that. I mean, he's a great entertainer, but I'm pretty sure he's not clairvoyant. It was awesome. I think, my theory is that it was a computer, some kind of special computer they made, and during the show somebody typed it. It was awesome. Y'all get next year. Watch it next year. Or come to my house and watch it again. All right. We have our own show to do tonight, and we also give awards out. Look at this. Oscar's got that. This is beautiful. They have to give a speech or something to get one. Okay. First, I want to introduce our role players. We have people who have jobs who keep up with things, and I'm going to introduce them, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what they do, so you guests will understand. Samantha is our timer tonight.
Good evening. My role as timer is to time each section of our meeting. The table topic section are 1 to 2 minute speeches. The green light will illuminate at 1 minute. Minute 30 will be yellow and red at 2. The prepared speeches section of our meeting, we have a little bit of a variance. So Sandy and Diane will be speaking for 5 to 7 minutes. The green light will come on at 5, yellow at 6, red at 7. And Jean will be speaking for 2 to 3 minutes. So green at 2, 2:30 is yellow, and red is 3 minutes. And the evaluation section is also 2 to 3 minutes. So 2 on green on 2, 2:30 is yellow, and 3 is red. And I'll give a report at the end of our meeting.
Our grammarian tonight is Luis.
You. So I will be listening to everyone and note exceptionally good or bad uses of the English language. And also pick a word for the day. The word is eulogize. So going off from the words and the theme of the meeting, it means praise highly in speech or writing. For example, the police eulogize the positive effect on the speed cameras. So I'll be listening for the word of the day as well. So that's right. And I'll be giving a report at the end of the meeting.
Closely related with all the words is our counter. This is the person we all love. DJ is our counter.
Yeah.
My name is DJ, and I'm going to look out for any like, so's, but, ands, tongue click, pauses, and false starts that I think might not be appropriate for use in terms of professionalism. So I will be looking out for you guys. You guys be ready.
Scott Perry is our general evaluator. Do you want to say something about what you do?
No, I'll talk at the end.
All right. And the person who greeted you tonight is also going to end our meeting. We're going to walk out laughing because he's going to tell a joke. He's our joke master too, Luke. Get ready. We have to study as Neil Patrick Harris. Okay. And our ballot and leader counter is Ryan. Where are you, Ryan?
I'm right here.
Hey.
So Ryan, probably not either way. I'm going to be counting all the ballots for the speeches. So after every speech, we're going to grade if it's who won the speech. Table topics, general evaluators, and prepared speeches. So you all have a piece of paper, and if you don't, get one at the table, and just write your vote for the speech, and I'll run it. And it's determined the
Great, thank you.
category.
And yes, we want you to participate in evaluating the speakers and also voting for who you think is the best speaker evaluator. Please do that too. And our table topics master is Lindsay. She's not here yet, so Lewis is going to fill in until she gets here. What a trooper you are. One to tell us about table topics?
No,
not
we
now.
don't do that.
We could if we wanted to. We're going to begin tonight with our prepared speeches. At least we hope you prepared. And then later we're going to do our table topics, which are impromptu speeches, two very different types of speeches, and they're all fluid. Our first speaker tonight is Jean Simonton Craig, and I'm going to introduce the man who will introduce her, Joe Raj, who will introduce and evaluate her later.
Fellow Toastmasters, guests, and viewers at home. Jean is doing her first speech from this advanced communication manual. Jean has been a Toastmaster since 2006 and has served in a variety of roles within the club, including president. She is a member and served as a club liaison at the Conscious Communicators Toastmasters Club at the Iowa State Penitentiary. It's very hard. In Fort Medicine. She's married to fellow Toastmaster Dan Craig and enjoys the camaraderie, another hard word, and opportunities to serve that comes with Toastmaster membership. She had a personal goal to complete her Distinguished Toastmaster Award by June 30th. She completed her Advanced Communicator Silver on Saturday on Conscious Communicators. Tonight, Jean is doing Project 1, Mastering the Toast, from the Advanced Manual, Special Occasion Speeches. Welcome, Jean Simonton.
I would like to take this opportunity to propose an enthusiastic toast to Samantha Young, one of our newer Golden Speakers. Why am I so enthusiastic and inspired by her? Let me count the ways. First, Samantha recognizes the need for the up-and-coming generations to be able to articulate their views and execute on plans to improve their worlds. She recognizes that she has important contributions to make. She wants to be effective in delivering leadership and vision. She has wisely chosen Toastmasters, the premier leadership and communication organization in the world, to hone and practice her skills. And she really appreciates the wisdom of her choice. Secondly, Samantha has really risen to the challenge of overcoming fear in presenting her Toastmasters projects. It takes courage and practice to be able to find your voice and project it with conviction. Every time Samantha stands up to present, I get really excited because I know she's really putting out her best effort and she's doing it publicly. That takes courage. But the rewards in terms of personal confidence and power just continue to grow and grow. Third, Samantha is over the top enthusiastic about Toastmasters. Last fall, not only was she coming to Golden Speakers meetings, but she also joined the youth leadership program that Will and I were teaching. She was getting double doses of Toastmasters. She had the opportunity to develop, learn about new skills at an accelerated rate, and also enjoy the faster acquisition of techniques and overall communication strength. It was thrilling for me to watch. Finally, not only has she gotten personal benefits, but she shares her experience with others. Time and again, the vast majority of our guests that are showing up at our meetings are coming because Samantha has extended an invitation to come check it out. How many are here for Samantha? From Samantha? Yeah. Okay. We know that it's seeing a Toastmaster meeting in action is what really helps bring home the benefits. And having people here is how they get to see that. She even gave a presentation to us on how to invite guests, friends, and colleagues so that we could all become more effective at having guests here in the seats. Samantha, you have been an inspiration to all of us here in the club. You are consistently positive and enthusiastic about all things Toastmasters. You are an ideal role model for our new members as well as our experienced members, always bringing your A game to everything about the club. Please keep doing your magic. You go, girl.
That got a little bigger there. Excellent. Right now we're going to take 2 minutes, 2 minutes out for you to fill out your evaluation form and evaluate Jim's talk, her toast, her eulogy. Toast. And we're back, ready to hear our second speaker tonight, and I'm going to call Monty up to introduce her to you.
Thank you, Annette. Our second prepared speech tonight is going to be given by Sandy Maker. Sandy has been a resident of Fairfield for 31 years, and she is a founder of Prasad Gift. She enjoys curating custom perfumes. She has had an affinity with crystals since she was a young girl, and she is a big fan of movies. Tonight, she is working on her speech number 2 from her Confident Communicator manual. This is the first 10 projects that you work on when you join Toastmasters. This is Cindy's number 2 project. It is called Organizing Your Speech. The objectives of Project 2 are to select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. Number 2, make your message clear with direct supporting material, contributing to your message. 3, use appropriate transitions when moving from one idea to another. And then 4, create a strong opening and conclusion. The speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. Please welcome Sandra May.
Things are not always what they seem. Take this chrysalis or this cocoon. Who would think that this would one day turn into this, a beautiful, happy butterfly? Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, and viewers at home. My name is Sandy, and tonight I'll be speaking briefly about the subtle bodies, what they are, what they do, and also offering a technique to keep them balanced and in alignment. Most people identify themselves with this, their physical body. I am Sandy. You are Luke. But in actuality, we are magnificent beings of energy that are created from light, sound, and vibration. The physical body is the densest of our bodies. Within, encased in this body, is the light of God. We also get to experience life through our senses with this physical body. Without it, surrounding the physical body are increasingly refined layers of light, or subtle bodies. The subtle bodies, when they are in alignment with the physical body, they allow us to be able to live a comfortable life in harmony. They also act as a protective shield. When they're in alignment, the body is healthy and strong. As we live life, we experience different things that cause trauma and we leave impressions on the body. Tonight I'm going to be speaking briefly about 3 of the primary bodies: the etheric body, the emotional body, and the mental body. The etheric body fits like a glove around this physical body. It also acts as a filter for incoming stress, incoming impressions from the subtle bodies. It also, when it is in balance, it protects and nurtures the physical body. When the etheric body becomes overloaded, then an imbalance, then the physical, mental, and emotional aspects of the person are affected. The emotional body it holds all of the memories, all of the emotions, and all of the feelings that we have experienced this whole lifetime, and even some of our prior lives. The mental body is the storehouse for the core beliefs of ourselves, of others, and of the world. It also acts like a filter for incoming information so that it fits in with this reality that we are experiencing this lifetime. When we live life, we love, we come into fear, and these impressions come into the subtle body and can throw it into imbalance. An example: when we get fired from our job, our boyfriend leaves us. This leaves an impression on the emotional body. The emotional body and the mental body are intimately related. So when we have this emotional impression, it gives rise to thoughts in the mental body, which puts it out of balance. If these impressions, these traumas of life are not released, then what happens is the body becomes imbalanced. The etheric body, which acts as that protective shield, the filter for all of the energy coming into the physical body, it becomes weak, and it becomes unaligned. And when that happens, then dis-ease can come into the physical body. I'm going to demonstrate a centering technique. This centering technique, what it does is it aligns the physical body with all of the subtle bodies that are out here. And when you're in alignment, you become strong and nothing can come in and penetrate into the physical body. So I'll demonstrate it first. You stand with hands in front of your heart. On the inhale, the right hand goes up as the left hand comes down in front of the navel. You exhale and you bring them again back into the heart position. Again, on the inhale, your left hand comes up, your right hand comes down, and you bring it into the center of the heart position. Now we're going to all practice together. And you can do it standing up or you can do it seated. It's probably better seated because of the cameras, or standing up. So hands in front of the heart, and on the inhale, and then we exhale and come back to center. Again, inhale, and come back to center. One more time. Inhale, fingers up, elbows straight, so the light can come down. Exhale. This keeps the body strong. It's so simple, it takes less than 30 seconds to do. And it brings these bodies into alignment. The one thing that the physical body has in common with all of the subtle bodies is the heart chakra. So when the thoughts throw the mental body out and the emotions throw the emotional body out, when you do this centering technique, it brings them all in and aligns you with your higher self and protects this physical body. So tonight we've learned a little about the subtle bodies. We've learned that they are interwoven layers of light that surround the physical body, feeding it, nurturing it. We've learned that when it is in alignment, it protects the physical body and keeps it strong and healthy. And we've also learned the centering technique, which you can do it as many times as you want before a speech. You know, whenever you want to do it, you feel imbalanced, you just do it. And the one thing I want you to remember, if you don't remember anything else, is that you are much more than meets the eye.
That felt good. I really feel energized or something. Thank you. I'll still write my evaluation. Now we're going to take 2 minutes for you to do your evaluation. Welcome back. This is Women's Night tonight at Toastmasters, our third speaker.
Yeah.
This is one of our favorite gals, Diane Ball. I'm going to ask Art to come up and introduce her to us.
Thank you, Annette. Good evening, Toastmasters. Yes, viewers know, my name is Art Atkinson. I will be evaluating the talk that Diane Denbaum is about to give, entitled Listening. Diane is a senior member of this club. She holds the Advanced Communicator Silver recognition from the club, and numerous times she has accomplished some recognition from Toastmasters International that assisted the club in reaching a goal. And it's tempting to eulogize Diane the way we just heard Jean in the toast that she gave. Diane is a certified life and relationship coach. She is the co-author with her husband Louis of a book named Madly in Love Forever. She teaches physical education to students K through 6 at the Monarchy School. She helps care for her elderly mother who moved here 5 years ago. She's the mother of Opie, who is one of the owners of one of the hot new watering spots in town, the Cider House. I don't know if it's hot or cool. I have to check that. And tonight, she is doing Competent Communicator Manual project. This is her Competent Communicator Manual. She's doing project number 6, Vocal Variety. This is her 3rd time through the Competent Communicator Manual. Why would an Advanced Communicator Silver be doing this once again? Number 1, review of and mastery of the basics is what propels a person to high levels of excellence in anything. True here also. The second is she's once again helping the club. When she finishes Competent Communicator, the next time it will be yet another check mark for the club in its progress towards President's Distinguished Club status and first in the state status again. So this project is vocal variety. I will be looking for all forms of vocal variety in her talk, evaluating when she's finished. Please help me welcome Diane.
Thank you.
I told Mary I want to get a DVD because I want to train my daughter's dog to come when he's visiting me out at my house. And Mary said, well, you know, Diane, not everything's perfect. And I said, I'm not saying everything's perfect. I'm saying I want to train the dog to come when he's at my house. Good evening, Toastmasters, all of the guests and viewers at home. Have you ever felt frustrated? by feeling like you were not listened to. And I sometimes wonder, is the art of listening dying? I hope not, because tonight I'm going to eulogize 2 reasons why listening is still very valuable. Now you have to come back with me 24 years ago. And in my life at that time, I'm divorcing. My family, as I knew it with 3 children, was breaking up. And I was extremely heartbroken. Also at this time, I had made friends with Candace. She became my walking buddy. Now I want to tell you something about Candace. Candace had had an accident. And one of the results was she had no short-term memory. So if you can picture 2 women, 24 years ago, one with a sad story that I would tell to anyone at any time, and the other woman, all the time in the world, and no short-term memory. So every day, I would put my baby son, Lucas, in the stroller, bundle him up, and I'd go walking up to Candace's house for our daily walk. Hi, Diane. How are you today? And I would walk along, pouring my heart out, telling her every sad detail of my story at that time. Now again, she had no short-term memories. I, for the first time, got to experience what it was like to be truly listened to. Candace would just maybe nod her head. She might say, "Oh, how sad," or, "Oh dear." But here's what she didn't do. She did not advise, she did not judge, and she did not interrupt with her agenda. She created a space for unconditional love and unwavering attention, and I'll never forget it. Truly a gift to be listened to. Now, you're going to come, and we're going to last year. So come back, and it's last year. Now, I'm driving up Highway 1. And I look down at, and I say, whoa, my phone's ringing, and it's my son, Ash, calling from California. Hello, Ash? How are you? You want me to just listen and not say anything? You've got some things on your mind. Okay, look, hang on. I'm going to pull over because I'm driving and it's windy. At that time, I said to myself, Diane, if there was ever a time for you to shut your mouth, it's now. And I had a flashback to Candace. I said, that's it, I'm going to be just like her. I'm not going to say a word. I put my hand on my heart, figuring that was somewhat close to this mouth. And I listened. Okay, Ash, go ahead. My son proceeded to just kind of pour his heart out. He had things on his mind about the dynamics in my family over the years. And I actually was able to just listen. A few times the mouth was, Candace, be like Candace. But I did it. And it just proved to me again, there in that space of listening, when that's present, then there can be love and healing. It was beautiful. In the next couple days, I got 2 texts that said the same thing. Thanks, Mom. Because one thing I believe that happened was, I think some deep anger in my son was dissolved. just in that space of listening. Now, tonight I've told you two stories. One where I was listened to, and the other where, thanks to Candace, I was able to listen to someone else. That space of listening, and I'm going to repeat it again, there's no room for advice, judgment, or interrupting with your agenda. Also, the speaker, in both instances, had a chance to work out their issues in that space. If you have a problem or an issue, go find someone who's a good listener, who will listen to you. If you need to borrow my duct tape, masking tape, for your own mouth, fine, come see me. Because I suggest you give that gift of listening to your family and to your friends. Thank you.
I can take that to heart. I like you. But enough about you. Let's talk, no, enough about me. Let's talk about you. What do you think of me? Let's take 2 minutes to evaluate. Now it's time to vote for which speaker you think is the best speaker. Samantha, did everyone qualify within the time?
Yes, everyone qualified, and the names were Jean, Sandy, and Diane.
Jean, Sandy, Diane. That was hard. Now I'm going to call on Scott Terry, our general evaluator, to handle the evaluation section.
It is evaluation time. Jyoti, come on up.
Yeah, let's start with Jyoti. Yeah.
Hello again. So I'm evaluating Z for her speech. I'll follow the manual. How well did the speaker indicate the occasion or person being honored? Yes, she did very well. We're very clear that she is honoring Samantha. So that's what's very clear. And we knew what she's gonna talk, what she was talking about her. Describe how effectively the speaker personalized the toast. Yes, she talked about what Samantha did for Toastmaster, with Toastmaster, for her communication skill and her personal development. So that was very, personalized talk, because we all are Toastmasters and we are here to improve our communication and to be part of this family. How effectively did the speaker use vocal variety and eye contact in presenting the toast? Yes, she had a very good eye contact, and she had a good vocal variety. Sometimes she was speaking very high and sometimes low, according to the requirement of the speech, the content. What could speaker have done differently to make the toast most effective? She was very good, and I don't have much of the suggestion here because she did what she wanted to do and how it is done. The only one thing I didn't see is when you do the toast, you have this glance raised. And the toast for Samantha. Let's all raise the glance, so everybody will do the toast. So that's how, I think that's the custom, how we do this. Let's write, and then you start talking. So that I didn't see. So that is one only thing I thought missing. Otherwise, your speech was very good, and we want to hear more from you.
Yeah.
Monty. I must add, by the way, to Annette's comment, that it is all women who spoke tonight, but it's all men who are evaluating. All right, another master, Monty, come on up.
So the second evaluation focuses on Sandy. And tonight, Sandy, you gave your competent communicator number 2, organize your speech. And I thought it was really clear that you were organized. You were following an outline. And this is exactly what the project tells you. If you, not only does the book tell you how to present your speech, but they also give you pointers. So there was a very nice example outline in the manual, which I think you utilized very well, Sandy. You had an opening, introduction, you had an attention getter, you had your visual aids, you had the chrysalis, the cocoon, and then you had the butterfly. You also interacted with the audience. You actually went up and said, you're Luke, I'm Sandy. That's another good, that was one of the criteria. They wanted you to have an attention-grabbing opening and conclusion. So you definitely nailed it on the introduction. You then went into your main points, and the manual said that you should structure the speech with 3 main points and then have at least 2 subpoints to each main point. And Sandy actually gave a very quick outline in the intro of where she was going to take us. She was going to introduce the causal bodies to us, the subtle bodies. And actually there was 3 types of subtle bodies. There was the etheric, there was the emotional, and there was the mental bodies. So she had those points there. What I really, going to your conclusion, just like your opening, one of the criteria was catch your audience's attention with your conclusion. And she ended with another visual aid, which visualized the different bodies that she was talking about. So that left us with something. Not only was she describing it with words, she left us with a visual. And you actually had a really strong statement that you are more than meets the eye. And that was the title of your speech. And I'm going to apologize here because when I introduced you, I sort of skipped over that. And it would have had more effect, I think, if I had told you the title of her speech, and then her ending with it would also have been much more effective. So that was a fault on my part. One point where I think that you can improve, Sandy, is you gave most of your speech over here. And so you didn't make much use of the stage. I thought one point where you really could have nailed using a different part of the stage is when you were demonstrating the centering technique. You could have moved to the center of the stage and then gave the demonstration from the center. Just an example there. One more thing I really liked about your speech, Sandy, besides it being well structured and organized, is that you left us with something of value. You gave us a great takeaway, the centering technique. And when you demonstrated it, people were going along with you. You didn't tell them to go ahead and do it. People were already starting to do it before you said that you can participate. So that was something of value. Thank you for sharing, Sandy. I look forward to more of your speeches.
And finally, Art, the third master.
I will hope to measure up to these 2 evaluations. First of all, I love this talk that Diane gave. I've had the personal privilege of being on the receiving end of one of those really powerful listeners. And I've also had the good fortune to actually learn to shut up at times when it was necessary and just listen. This was exemplary vocal variety. Would you agree?
Yes.
From the absolute get-go, there was vocal variety. There were pauses where there needed to be pauses. There was emphasis on words like, is the art of listening dying? My sad story that I would tell to anybody, anywhere. That kind of emphasis was throughout in a very conversational tone. The manual asked me to look for whether or not she was using a variety of pitch, yes, rate, In other words, how fast the words were coming? Yes. Tone quality? Yes. Pauses? Yes. Every one of the factors of vocal variety that the manuals refer to, she was doing. I suggest that if you want to understand vocal variety, you watch the tapes that will be available on the Fairfield Media Center of this talk, just to review how well that was done. Also, it was just all delivered in a very beautiful conversational tone, one friend to another. Look, here's something I've learned. That there's times when you have the good fortune to be in the presence of a really powerful listener, and there's times when your job is to be that powerful listener. What could I suggest to improve this? I had to hunt around for anything to suggest. Diane, generally you are very big with your gestures, and your duct tape gesture was fabulous. As a prop, that was key. Perhaps a little bigger gestures describing how your friend would walk alongside you and listen to you pour out your sad story. Perhaps a little more pantomime as you went down Highway 1 and answered Ash's call and decided to pull over. Minor points. Beautifully done. Thank you very much.
Three excellent evaluations. Now we are going to get into some other fun. Oh, wait, no, we're not evaluating that. So, into some other fun. Lindsay, you've lost some hair.
I have lost some hair. It's been very windy out of the fog.
I see.
It's a result of the cold, right?
This is going to be challenging. I'm actually doubling as the table topics master and the table topics evaluator. So I'm going to ask a question, race back down, and listen to you evaluate. Table topics, for those of you who are here for the first time, this is a time to speak impromptu. Nobody knows what they're going to be talking about. I have some questions to ask you. And you have 30 seconds to compose yourself and think about what you would like to say. And then you have 1 to 2 minutes to say it. And guests, you are welcome to participate. We have time for about 3 people. So who would like to be our first volunteer? Nelson.
Nelson.
You are second volunteer. Come on up. Okay. I have 3 questions. 1, 2, or 3?
3.
3? Okay. My questions are in keeping with our theme of awards. If you were to create an award that you would like to give, called the Nelson Award, what would it be for and who would you give it to?
Cool.
Welcome guests, Toastmasters, and viewers at home. As I was thinking in those 30 seconds, I just could not come up with anything. So I'm really going to wing it, but I'm going to do it with passion. And hopefully, I'll find my way as I stumble upon a great award named Nelson. And what I really feel passionate about is when people are living and exemplifying their true nature, their ultimate passion. So the award will be, who can show who they really are? Who can show their truest passion? What makes them happy? What drives them? What takes them home? Sometimes it might be achievement, or it can just be a sense of humility, some peacefulness, simplicity, everything that you can be for yourself, that you would want to be, your highest self, your ultimate self. That is the award that I would give of ultimate passion, ultimate creativity, individuality, because there's no tree in the forest that's the same. And I pledge to you to reach out to yourself and bring it out so that I can see it and give you the Nelson Award. Thank you very much.
Sir, come on up.
Good.
Good. Okay, we have question 1 or 2 left.
1.
1, okay. Good, what award have you won, or what accomplishment have you had that you're proud of? Got the question?
Yes. Good evening, masters. Yes. And viewers at home. I really didn't need 30 seconds to think about the best award that I received, because instantly I thought about the day my son was born. April 27, 2010, Trey Manuel Calhoun Jr. was born, and that day changed my life. I saw him come out as a ball of light, so I can actually recognize what Sandy was speaking about, because I myself recognize that I am light, being human, and that period of my life allowed for me to become more and more of who I am today, to teach my son how to crawl, how to walk, to teach him how to tie his shoes, taught me more about becoming a man, about being more of a human, and showing love and unconditional love and passion. That award will never sit on any trophy case. That award won't sit on anybody's mantle collecting dust, because that shining light of mine that I seen come out of that Stargate those almost 5 years ago is going to grow into a great and amazing young man, and he'll be legendary. For I'll pave a way of legendariness. I know that isn't a word, but it is today.
I like that.
I thank you for your time, and I don't know how to end this. Thank you.
Time for one more. Come on up.
All right.
Name? Okay. Here's your question. Imagine you have just won a great award. Give us your 1 to 2 minute acceptance.
Good evening, everyone. So first of all, it has been very difficult for me to come here and speak to you. So I hope that if there is any problem, you will forgive that. So if there is any award which I would have won, and this is my, it would have been my speech. So I would have been first of all very proud to get an award, and so I'm actually confused here. So
He just speak to us that as if we're here and you won the award.
yes.
Here's your awards.
Thank you so much for the award which I've won tonight. This has been a very wonderful award for the thing things that has been done. The things that has been done. Certainly, this award. Could have been could be a change in my life, which could change my life forever, because this has been this would give me the motivation to go ahead in my life and to do better in my future endeavors and my future struggles. Thank you so much for your consideration and giving me that one.
Okay, Madam Timer, did our 3 people qualify?
They did. Their names were Nelson, Treygood, and your name, sir?
Okay, we're back. Club members, guests, viewers at home, it's my great joy to be able to give feedback to those who were brave enough to come up and do a table topics. And I must admit, I was so engrossed in your table topics, I just focused on the good things. Didn't come up with many suggestions. Nelson, you took your 30 seconds, bravo. You greeted us and you came out in front. You started out with this honesty. I don't know what the award is, but you immediately used that extra time to come up with the Passion Award. And the thing that I loved about your table topic was you embodied the Passion Award. You should have given it to yourself. So that was fantastic. I love that. Good. You took your 30 seconds. It's great, because most guests don't have the composure to actually take the time, the 30 seconds. They kind of like panic. So you got there, you thought it through, you came out in front, and wow, what a creative twist on the word award. I love that. I love the fact that you could see the birth of your son as an award that you got. And I love the metaphors you had there. It was fantastic when you said, this award will not sit on a mantle. I thought that was just incredible. And then that it was a Stargate coming out, and he was light, and you knew you were light. That was just the most incredible thing. I just loved that, the beauty in what you said about that award. And then Wahid, you took your 30 seconds. Great. You greeted us, fantastic, and you were out in front. You weren't hiding behind the podium. And you took a while to get to understand the question, which is understandable. But once Gene handed you the award and we all clapped, you really got into it, and you recognized that, oh, I'm up here, I won an award. So you relaxed into that, and you gave us some really good things. I'm proud to win this award. Thank you for giving it to me. And I love the fact that this award is going to change my life and let me transform. Fantastic. So all in all, I loved all 3 of these table topics. Each and every one was a special gift tonight to us. And I thank you all for your courage of coming up and participating.
Excellent evaluation. Let us now vote on the 3 table topic evaluators, which were Jyoti, Monty, Art, and Lawrence. But, oh, wait, 4. But first I should ask, did they all qualify?
They did all qualify, and their names are Jyoti, Monty, Art, and Lewis.
All right. We're rolling. Samantha Timon is... She's like, what? Timon.
Okay, so table topics. Nelson spoke for a minute, 23 seconds. Trey Good spoke for a minute, 33 seconds. And Blackie spoke for a minute, 49 seconds. Our speeches, Jean spoke for 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Sandy, 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow.
And Diane, 7 minutes and 6 seconds. Our evaluators, Lewis came in at 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Jody at 2 minutes, 4 seconds. Monty, 3 minutes, 9 seconds. And Art at 2:49. Good job.
And reports is all of you guys should use the word of the day because we're here to eulogize each other. So. Anyway, so Jean, you said please keep doing your magic. I really like that. Ned, you actually used the word of the day and you turn it into a noun instead of a verb. Nice. You said eulogy. Monty, I just liked, you just have great articulation and speech in general. Sandy, have good things that I caught from your speech. Things aren't always what they seem. The etherical body fits like a glove. Interwoven layers of light. You're much more than meets the eye. Art, I had to punt around. You also used the word of the day. You're the only person who used it. It's tempting to eulogize. It's like, you also said exemplary vocal pride. Diane, you said tonight. Oh, you also used the word of the day. Yes. Tonight, you're gonna eulogize.
2 reasons.
Yeah, 2 reasons. And then you also said, humorous, you said, Diane, if there was ever a time to shut your mouth, this is it. That's funny. Scott said, kids, evaluation time. Nelson, there is no tree in the forest that's the same. We like, quote. Good. I saw him come out as a ball of light. That was great. That word will never sit in any trophy case. You also invented a new word for the English language for the day, legendariness. You were aware that it was an actual word. I like it. Yeah. And also this trophy will not sit in the hands who collected dust. That was very visual. Lewis, I was so engrossed in your table topics. You also said most guests don't have the potion. And Jyoti, I just had a technical thing for you. You were answering yes to many questions that were not yes or no questions, but other than that, that's my report.
By the way, excellent grammarian report. DJ, give us an aha counter.
Okay, so Sandy, you have 1 repeat. Jody, you have 1 and Monty, you have 1 N. Everybody else did a really good job. I couldn't find anything else, so good job, everybody.
Right, go.
There was a snowman couple. Snowman, snowwoman. And they were celebrating their son's birthday, that ball of light. The snow mother, she came out with a carrot cake that had blue and white frosting on it. Drool poured down the son's face, the snow son's face. He bit into the cake and spit it out. He said, "Mom, this is disgusting. It tastes like boogers." And the mom said, "What do you expect? You asked for carrot cake."
Luke, that was fantastic. I know you don't get an evaluation, but that was fantastic. I love not just the joke, but the delivery. And I think all of us need to take a lesson from that one. It's time for evaluation, evaluating the evaluators. What I'm going to do this a little bit differently tonight and focus just for a moment on some exemplary points of each of the evaluators. What Jody did is he started off with a really clean read of the manual, what was there, what was not, was able to cookie it a little bit and come up with, as difficult as it was, something Gene missed, the toast. You know, if that's something that he felt should have been there, and to look at what was actually there and what could be done and could not be done, according to the thing. Monty gave, where are you? You're existing somewhere out there. Monty, you did a number of things, not just with the intro, but with your conclusion. In terms of one exemplary thing you did was staging and demonstration. Show the book. And you got out in front, and you really were dynamic in terms of how you were not just talking to Sandy, but could then go back to the rest of the audience so they didn't feel excluded. You paused, you focused, and then you'd come back to Sandy again, and she was your touchstone. Excellent way of doing it. And by the way, just one side point that you did that nobody else ever does, which I thought was fantastic. You pointed out something that you missed. And so you showed, hey, when this happens, look at this. Great job. Art. Art does such a fantastic job of making something personal and really a touchstone of why he's here, why we're here, why we're listening so intently to what's going on. He didn't just read out, here's what Diane is doing, but he went on to not just add a personal note about himself, drew you in even more, but he also said, okay, why would somebody do this for the third time? Gave you a little context to develop something around that. And so that was both the intro and then, of course, with his evaluation. Again, this touchstone of personal really pulls us in to the heart as well as the mind. Lewis, of course, does a fantastic job. One thing I really liked about Lewis, what Lewis did, is he worked with who the speakers were. This is table topics, and apart from Nelson, who's still fairly new, well, okay, fairly new in terms of actually being a Toastmaster finally, after 20 years of being here, is that how do you actually work with new people? How do you actually show something meaningful and encourage new people? You know? Very mixed group, and looked at the possibilities for all of them in terms of what's there and what cannot be there, but focus on the good as opposed to needing to always pull back and say, well, you know, you get a lot of ums and ahs, and, you know, you didn't have a real good conclusion, and Lewis, you know, you're already this, but you're not that. He didn't need to go into that because this isn't the time for this. This is the time to really encourage people to move forward. And all three of you did a fantastic job. For instance, this was not easy for you to come up here and speak. This is not your first language. And the way that you did it, to at least come back and accept encouragement and to not walk off, be strong. Yours was fantastic, just mind-blowingly fantastic. And Nelson, of course, is Nelson. Anyways, so Lewis, you did a fantastic job in that regard. And so I just want to sort of point out each of the evaluators had something a little bit missing, but their focus, what I want you to focus on is what they did exceptional so that you can adapt that when you're given an evaluation. So now let's get to Annette to come up to a Meetings Awards.
love your energy. All right, it's almost time to go. Oh, wait, there's more. It's time to give the awards. Where are the winners? Who's got it?
Okay.
Oh, that's fun. I got this from a lady who was selling something on eBay. It's a joke.
Should I just announce who this?
No.
Okay, I kind of wrote it in a sloppy way, so.
You just have to give it to her.
All right, here's.
It's all right. Wait a minute.
Close your ears.
Okay, first let's give everyone else. Evaluator. Yeah. Well, we are going to put the flags on. These are new, so we don't have it says but you know. Monty. And for best tabletop speaker, pretty good.
Yeah.
And our first best speaker to get this cool award is Tom.
What a meeting! Fantastic. So first, I would like to come back to our guests. One sentence, one word, evaluation for our meeting. What you liked about it. Anybody?
Right. I really like the high energy that everybody has, and like the positivity, and like yeah, I just really like that. Yeah, I'm coming back.
All right. Mama, I made it!
I really appreciated the authenticity of everyone who spoke. Public speaking can be a scary thing, but I can just feel everyone coming from their own authentic space, so I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for giving me the encouragement and the support to come up there and make a small speech. It was a lot of problems. I hope that for the next time I will get better.
That was
I appreciate the excitement that people have, and it was fun to feel the different energies of people speaking. So I enjoyed it. Thanks.
Thank you.
I learn something new every time I come, from the different roles to whatever is being presented. So thank you guys for sharing.
I really like the community and the support that you guys provide each other, and I will be back next week as well.
Cool. Next week is our special night.
Next week, we got a special night where it's going to be mostly table topics, and we're going to do some stretching with it. We're going to have a couple table topics masters doing a twist on it, so they'll be assigned a different way to do it. So we'll be doing that for most of the meeting. I'm going to give a presentation at the very beginning about some table topics tips. So if you want to learn how to do impromptu speaking, I'll be giving a speech on that, and then we'll dive into the table topics.
Cool. Monty, do you have everything you need? Do you need any support?
I want to talk to Luke, Samantha, and Luis after the meeting.
Okay.
Good.
Very good. Are you three willing to talk to him?
Yeah. Aye.
You're going to fight amongst yourselves.
Great. Fantastic. And so, let's see, 2 weeks from next Monday, 3 weeks, is our club contest. We have an inspirational speech contest and table topics contest. So contestants, get ready. I don't know who you are, but you know who you are. The 17th. 17th. Is there any other club business?
It's a Tuesday.
I've already talked to everybody about what Samantha does. And many of you are already here for Samantha. I'm the Vice President of Education, not education.
Membership.
I'm going to educate you about membership. Because we have a lot of people here who have either been here before or it's their first time. And I just want you to be thinking about what you saw here tonight, something that you picked up on, because there are a lot of different pieces that were happening, skills. And you may be feeling like, this is what I wanted to get when I came to Toastmasters, but I see this other thing happening, and that could be useful for me as well. I want everyone who's here as a guest, you're welcome to come again as a guest, continue to get that flavor. But we also, and someone said community. I think it was, this club is going through, I would say, some changes. Some of us are getting a little older, better, but still older. Yeah. I'm not talking about myself. I mean, but I'm just saying. And so what's really, really rewarding and thrilling is watching the, I don't know, you guys, the younger group coming in. And I just want you to know that this is friends here. This is friends helping each other. And we're friends, and I love it when there's a diversity. You know, older, younger, male, female, different countries, different backgrounds. The whole thing, I love it. It's so textured. So I'm selfishly encouraging you to think very seriously, not only for yourself and what you're going to get out of the Toastmasters Club, but what you can contribute to this club in terms of richness and diversity and awesomeness, because that's what's happening in the world, is we are coming together, more and more different kinds of people, but on a common platform. That's my impromptu speech. Please feel free to talk to me. I know I had one gentleman talk to me already about coming next time. We can fast track you if you'd like to start digging in to what you can develop here. And Samantha can tell you all about it. Does everybody know Samantha? I mean, I'm presuming everybody knows Samantha. Is there a guess? Anyway, so, but yes. All right, thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. The motto of Toastmasters is where leaders are made. So we're here speaking, and you see the speaking, but everything else that goes into making a meeting happen is where you gain leadership. So there are roles that you get to play each meeting, and then you get to be, those of you who've been in the club now for 5-6 months, you get to be an officer as of July 1st if you choose. You become better leaders in a way that is supported. Again, the leadership that you learn is supported by the Toastmaster organization and the club and the former leaders, former officers. So it's all step by step. And no one should feel overwhelmed in any of the roles that they take or anything like that. Any further club business? Yes?
You still need Toastmasters for a few weeks down for the contest you were mentioning.
We have somebody who's willing to do it. If you want to do it, okay, great. So you'll be the contest chair. Fantastic. I'll work with you. Sandy?
If anybody's interested, there are instructions for the centering technique on the back table.
Great. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Not trying to have the last word, but Toastmasters.org. Go check it out. The worldwide organization, and many, many, many pieces in there in addition, so you'll get a more substance.
Cool. Very good. And this is the 90th year anniversary. 90th anniversary of Toastmasters. So big, big year. You can be part of it. All right. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I move that we adjourn.
Anyone second it?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
All right.